Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a Tarot Oracle reading, your daily reading, Tattle Tales from the Vector. This is a general or collective reading, which means that parts of it may or may not resonate with you. Take what works for you and just leave the rest. This is also a timely reading, meaning that if you're watching this at this time, it's the perfect time for you. Having said that, if it's been a while since I have posted this, what was going on in your life back then? That might give you further clarity as to your situation now. Oh, this looks like it's going to be one heck of a reading. All right, we have the Ace of Swords for the underlying energy for the entire reading. And this is talking about the truth coming out. The truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. This is representing a reward for being able to stay on your path with and be in your truth, basically. Despite this guy, very first card, the devil. So the devil's talking about temptation of some sort or other. We can see here that there's two lovers that are yoked to each other, and they're also chained to Saturn's box. This energy, this devil is crouched between them, and the position he's in is just representing like animal instinct. So basically he's saying these two aren't together because they love each other. This is more about lust or some other reason. And whenever the devil comes up in my readings, I always cover it to see what minion does he send in to do his dirty work for him, because he never does his own dirty work. Or, what is it about? And does God cover it? Now we have the King of Swords. So this is saying that the minion he sends in is probably someone who uses their, the swords represent the element of air, your thoughts. This is your mental intelligence as well as your discipline of your mind. So this can say that you have a weak mind at this time, basically. Quite often this kind of energy, normally, like this would be in reverse. So it's kind of, normally the King of Swords is someone who's at the top of his game. He is very intelligent and typically would be using his intelligence and his thoughts. Your thoughts are expressed through words, through either verbal or written. So, but for whatever reason this King of Swords energy quite often represents people who use their mind and their intelligence to earn their living rather than hands-on, basically. This quite often can represent people who speak for a living, like politicians, that type of energy. It can represent, this is a king, so this could represent the energy of a president, a prime minister, someone very high up. There's a lot going on in the world right now. And so this could represent someone that has a lot of pull, a lot of authority from around the world. This also could be a best-selling author, a social media influencer. This could be a surgeon, a doctor, a veterinarian type energy, someone who does research. Also possibly an inventor. This energy can also speak of, lawyers, so the legal system. So this could be judges, head prosecutors. If this is a lawyer, this lawyer would probably be someone who is an established firm and is at the is a partner. So, someone who's at the top of their game. So this energy here with sitting on top of the devil like this is basically saying someone who has authority, that has is using that authority, and they've been tempted to use it in a way that they're not supposed to. So that's unfortunate to start a reading off, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. So we have the Emperor here. Now the Emperor is a high performance individual. And sometimes what happens is the Emperor represents all four kings rolled into one. So generally this is representing someone who's very high performance, wears his armor on underneath his robe, is always ready for an opportunity, is willing to fight for what's his, but doesn't normally have to so much because he's an alpha male and most beta males don't approach him. This energy can represent all four kings rolled into one person, the qualities. And so this could be representing the emperor and the king could be the same person, or they could know each other, that type of energy. We don't know yet, we'll see. It looks like there's been a lot of opportunities coming up here. So the thing about the Seven of Cups energy, cups represent love in tarot, and quite often romantic love, but it doesn't have to be romantic love. This could be love of anyone or anything, and it also can be love of something you love to be or do. This is saying that that the Emperor and the King of Swords energy is attracting a lot of opportunities here, just like a black hole, just like sucking it all in. And they have in their position, both of these would be highly placed in whatever field they're in. And they have, authority and power. So this would represent having a lot of opportunities that other people don't have access to. And, just like a black hole, you have to put your own spin on this energy. So whatever, these cups sometimes can represent challenges disguised, disguising a possibility within. And you have to be able to pull that possibility out. So I don't know quite what's going on here with the devil energy and these two, both being in positions of high power. And they would be someone, they would have pull in whatever they're doing. This could almost be like a Supreme Court judge and a judge. It's that type of energy, just taking it from the way it is. But with the devil sitting underneath, then it's somehow these possibilities here, these challenges have tempted them. And there's a lot of competition. So this is immature competition, which is not typical of this energy. So this could be coming from somewhere else. We'll just keep reading it and see how it goes. This is my Mean Girl card. So the Mean Girl, think of narcissistic cheerleaders. This energy is adolescent energy. It's the only card in the deck where there's adolescents fighting like this. Sometimes this can represent sibling rivalry. The energy also can be, I call it my Mean Girls card, because if you think of narcissistic cheerleaders at a cheerleading competition, say they're in grade 6 to grade 10 sort of energy. They can see that another team deserves to win, but they want that trophy. And they'll do anything. They'll be sneaky. They'll do whatever they have to get that trophy. And so this is almost like two immature individuals that have a lot of power that I don't know if they're in competition with each other for these possibilities. That could be a possibility. They don't necessarily have to be friends either. I mean, this energy, the Emperor could be in the upright, and this energy definitely is working for the devil. So this energy here could be, they might be in competition with each other. Generally, when you get to be more powerful and more mature, you realize that, you're not really in competition with other people. You're in competition with yourself in your own last best performance. But we'll see what this is about. Lots of possibilities, lots of competition. And then we have the Queen of Wands. So maybe they got distracted by this beautiful queen. And, that's like their trophy. This could be something to do with that. This is talking about, the Queen of Wands is the sexiest queen of them all. She's considered a natural beauty. She has a very sunny disposition, which is shown by the sunflower plant here. The sunflower, it follows the sun, which is God's energy. So she would be like not someone that would probably hang out with these two, or if she is, she's not aware of who this works for. I mean, I shouldn't blame the Emperor right away, but I just feel like they're connected somehow. It could be a connection, though, that they're in competition with each other. So, and maybe for the Queen of Wands, maybe for these opportunities, or both. The Queen here, this veil in the background represents her it's a thin veil between the spiritual realm and the physical. And also that she uses her logical mind as well as her intuition to come to creative solutions. She has this little black cat here, but she doesn't worry about having a black cat. She knows that she can find a creative solution to pretty much any problem. She is, representing the wand energy. This is the element of fire. Wood, it's made of wood. Wood feeds fire. And this is also representing the tree. So there's the strong roots of the ancestors and the offshoots of that are her descendants. So she sets the tone, and she generally is a happy person. She's doesn't worry. She's pretty naturally in a good state of mind most of the time. And then we have the tower. So there is some sort of tower coming in. The tower is when people are not listening to their intuition. And at first the tower is very quiet. And it'll, before the tower hits, the universe will be saying, hey, you might want to take a look at that. But then you don't hear. So then the universe has to get louder. It takes the frying pan out, whack over the head. Ouch. Yeah, I know, but you have no idea how much it's going to hurt if you don't nip this in the bud, but you still don't get it. And so then the 2x4 comes out, and then the lightning bolt. So the lightning bolt hits the tower. Now it's on fire. They're falling out. Now this whole thing needs to be rebuilt. So it's always better this is a reality check. And one of the people in this tower is falling out, and they're like, totally in shock, and the other one is like, oh man, I should have done something about this sooner. Yes, you should, because if you can nip it in the bud, you can avoid having to rebuild to the same extent. But I think the tower is that the truth is coming out about something to do, and I know for sure that it has to do with this King of Swords. I'm not sure about the Emperor yet, and I don't know if this Queen of Wands is involved with these two. We'll see. There's some sort of truth coming out, and that the truth, if you're on the right side of the law, this if she's following her son and her, she's following her truth, then this reality check could be a really beneficial for her. And we don't know about the Emperor, and will not be good for this King of Swords energy. We have a dark night of the soul. So this is sitting on the Queen, and I do feel that she possibly has been following her North Star energy, because the Hermit has when a tower hits, and it's a real, it's challenging. Regardless, the energy of truth is, the swords are double-edged. So when justice comes in, it's a double-edged sword. So depending on which side of the truth you're on, is whether it's going to the tower is going to be beneficial, or it's going to be not something you want to deal with, basically. And so this is talking about the tower hits, and if she's been following her North Star energy, the Hermit goes up to the top of the mountain after a moment such as this, and takes his lantern, and when it's full of the light of the North Star, it lights up his staff, and then he knows, okay, it's time to come down and take action. He's conferring with God to see what the next step is, and it's sitting on her, so that whatever happened here, this tower, whatever had happened, the truth could be coming out about the tower. And I think for sure it has something to do with this lawyer over here. And why am I saying lawyer? It could be a lawyer. It could be a doctor. It could, this could also easily be a psychiatrist, a therapist, that type of energy as well. The star energy. So the star is, she is dipping her foot in that pool of universal water. And this is talking about her following her North Star. So she is a galactic energy that is pouring her special qualities into the universal pool. And then she's pouring that out onto Earth. There's 5 streams here. And the 5 streams represent the points on the pentacle. The pentacle in tarot represents health, wealth, and happiness, your lifestyle. in the 3D. And then we have someone who has a closed mind, doesn't want to see something. This quite often will talk about someone who is trapped in their mind, like they can only see two answers to the problem here, and neither one is satisfactory, and they don't really want to see what's going on. This is representing a cold mind, a closed mind. If I could talk today, that would be good. And we have a new moon here, and we do have a new moon tonight. The new moon is in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is about your possessions, and then it's also like Taurus energy is talking about the element of earth, and it's about earthly possessions. And so there's some sort of energy here, and it's sitting on this energy, the competition and these possibilities. And I feel like there's something like there's some people that really do not want this truth to come out. I feel that the Queen of Wands is okay with this truth coming out. This galactic energy is sitting on her, and it's saying like she's been following her North Star. And so this tower, when it hits, actually could be beneficial for her. Even when towers are beneficial, they're still like a pain in the butt. Like they're like, they'll shake things up, like in a way where you won't be saying, oh, yay, a tower hit, regardless of which side you're on, because it usually blows things up. And it's kind of interesting because the Taurus moon that we're in, the new moon, is about, earthly possessions, wanting things to go a certain way. Taurus is really that energy likes to be secure in their finances, and knowing like that they like their home to be a certain way. And it's like, don't touch my shift. And at the same time, the opposing sign in the horoscope wheel across from you, which is Scorpio in this case, loves to blow things up and then see if we can put it back together again and make it even better. And so Taurus energy and Scorpio energy have been like in conflict with each other about this new moon. This new moon is really asking us all to take a look at how we view our material possessions. How much do we care about them? Do we care too much? Do we not care enough? This energy, she's sitting here and you can tell she's being drained of energy because her feet are turned out, facing outward. And this represents in body language, like leaking energy and from your base chakra. So about survival and earthly matters. She also is protecting her heart, and she has her right arm is holding her left arm back. The right arm is your logic, and your left arm would represent your intuition. So these swords are her thoughts, her mental intelligence, and the discipline of her mind, but they're also double-edged. So it's saying to be able to have a creative solution to this problem, you need to use both your logic and your intuition. She only can see at this point, this way or that way, my way or the highway. I feel like that's the energy right now. And so let's see what else is going on here. We have, yes, there's some concern about finances here, because definitely the Emperor energy, emperors usually, would be living a much better lifestyle than this. And yet there's all this opportunity here. This individual is sitting next to this. So this is talking about, this a secure foot on each coin here. Now the pentacles are represented by the coin because, in earthly matters, health, wealth, and happiness on planet Earth requires money. But you could have all the money in the world and still not have the lifestyle you want. But this particular card represents the 3 levels of making money. There's safe money, which is, okay, you can pay your bills, but you don't have much left over for anything else. And then there is going after your heart's desires and your crown and glory. Your crown and glory is when you're following your North Star energy. And this individual has their back to the city, which is talking about turning their back on where they're from. So that can mean, an energy of feeling like I have to leave my comfort zone to be able to increase my value here. This is talking sometimes about playing small or not taking risks when you would, not these opportunities come up, but you might feel all this person can see is that they're too risky. And so they don't see the possibilities in the opportunities, and so that keeps them in this position instead of being able to move up. Now that does not describe the Emperor's energy, yet that energy is sitting on here. So is this about someone the Emperor knows, that, because this can sometimes talk about being made to play small, being forced to play small, and selling yourself short kind of energy, or having a shortfall. And why is it sitting on the Emperor and all these opportunities? Because I feel like this energy is talking about someone who could not see the opportunity, and perhaps the Emperor then did see it. And, he's an Emperor. He's all about performance. He's going to see that. And then we have the Page of Cups coming in. So the cups in tarot do represent love. Generally, this is romantic love, but it can be love of someone or something else. This can also be love of something you love to do or be. Now, this is sitting on the Emperor and the King of Swords energy. And generally, this is talking about some sort of communication coming in regarding, the Page of Cups. He knows there's plenty of fish in the sea, but he is got his eye on this fish. And that's who he's really looking at. But I feel like, and this quite often can be a communication coming in about your love life type, or someone having their eye on you. He's very focused on this one fish. The thing is, sometimes this can say that there's something stinky going on in your love life or about something you love. And I feel that's representing the devil energy here. This can also say that someone has their eye on you because they're kind of spying on you. Now, this is between the Emperor and this King of Swords energy. So we're going to keep going. I feel that for sure this individual's involved, and they've been keeping their eye on this galactic star energy. And whatever they're doing is making it difficult for this energy to be able to take any opportunity on. There's a lot of competition here for whatever reason. And I feel that a tower has hit now because of this. And so let's keep going here. Okay, so now this is the Ten of Cups, and this is saying that this is the ultimate of fulfillment. Everything that you could wish to have. Basically, this is the rainbow. It's talking about ultimate fulfillment in a perfectly imperfect world. And this is sitting on this energy here. I feel like there's some sort of reward. This truth is coming out because there's something that's been holding this star energy, this galactic energy back from being able to accept any of these possibilities due to competition. And I feel that represents the Queen of Wands energy. And this is what would be available. But it could be like, could she have been dating the King of Swords energy? Maybe, this is like a politician energy, someone in the government, because this is a queen. Let's keep going and see. And then we have, all right, so this is talking about moving off to calmer waters. It's been a rough ride. This is talking about, again, we have the overthinking energy here. So she decides that she's going to do some more meditation with God after coming out, coming down from the mountain and then making a choice of what to do. She still is feeling like she does not know what to, the water is still too rough. She still doesn't know. So she goes back in to meditate and pray some more. And basically this is representing wanting to get out of this rough water and be able to take, go move into calmer waters, calm her mind down. This is talking about something that happened in her childhood. Quite often this represents an inner child energy. So this can be about wanting to figure out what happened when she was a child that is keeping her in this anxious energy. And why is this King of Swords, so interested in that energy? There's something going on here. We have the Hangman. Yeah, like this is talking about really feeling like isolated energy from this energy. And this is not typical of the Queen of Wands. Whatever this reality check is, the truth came in. She's gone to the top of the mountain to confer with God, and then came down and said, okay, like I'm ready to move forward into my energy. But then she didn't know which way to go. So, and realized I have to grab these opportunities. I have to move forward. And is it something about this energy here is stopping her from going for what she wants? What she wants is to have this beautiful lifestyle and have love in her life. She might have her eye on someone, or someone had her eye on them. Maybe that's the Emperor, because this is sitting right here. So maybe the Emperor and the Queen of Wands are an energy that's destined to be together, or have, they've had some sort of tower hit here. And it's because of this energy. And this, because this energy, this sometimes can represent something as stinky as happening in your love life. And that could be this energy causing it. So that, because she came down from the mountain, from the Hermit, very confident, and then realized something happened again from the competition. And now I'm like, now what do I do? And now she's hanging from the tree of knowledge after coming back from meditating and praying some more and healing something. I feel like whatever this reality check is, it was about some truth about what happened to this energy when they were a child. And maybe it's something that she wasn't aware of, and she just found this out, and it's been challenging for her to accept. And now she's hanging from the tree of knowledge because now she knows this truth, and has asked God for assistance here to heal this childhood wound, whatever it is. Moving forward now, once her light, she's hanging from the tree of knowledge so that she knows what direction to go to. So she's looking at it from every angle. And when she is ready, she's going to come down and take action. And we have that there was disappointment in love for sure here. So it's because of this energy here. So she has to make a decision about this. And this sometimes can be talking about, like if this is something you love to do or be, this could be like trying to get something launched, 3 times and it just didn't take. And then it's kind of just sitting there really disappointed. And the universe is saying, no, do it one more time. Like it's going to work. It's just, it wasn't the right time for you. And they're like, oh, I just don't think I can open my heart up to any more disappointment. If this fails again, I don't know if I can take it. And this could even be like 3 different relationships that they've had in love. This could also represent an energy of, someone that was in their life, and they gave them 3 chances, and now they're asking for a 4th. And they're like, no way, 3 strikes and you're out. This could be romantic, or it could be a business partner or a family member, that type of energy that has, made them miss out on these opportunities to have this fulfillment that was promised to them. They're a star energy, so that this is like part of their mission, I feel. And so this can also sometimes represent a third-party energy in a relationship where there was a couple. Sometimes this can also represent a divorce lawyer. So a crooked divorce lawyer, someone that is working for the devil, possibly. Now this is talking about, oh, what if this was not? What if this Emperor and this Queen of Wands were together and he bribed or did something to make her lawyer work for him? Aha. That could be one possibility for sure. So maybe these two are getting a divorce, or they never got together because of some competition or something happening, because there's quite a bit of space in between them. It's like they had a lot of opportunities, but because of the competition, it didn't happen. Then this truth comes through. Something happened for sure, I feel, to this energy in her childhood. It's like a needing to heal that, whatever it is, and it's what's stopping her from being able to move forward. This is talking about a public figure again, so that's why I was picking up this energy here. This is the Nine of Cups is talking about, you know, this person's on stage and they're highly favored to be able to receive whatever, you know, this ultimate fulfillment. But this is saying, keep your focus. Don't get distracted right now. Don't let people throw you off your pace here. You can handle this truth. I feel this is the stars energy, is saying stay focused, because this is yours. It's meant to happen. You're doing the work. Look how she's been to the top of the mountain. She's dealt with this truth coming in from this reality check. She keeps getting back up and going again. And look at the difference here from this card to this card. So we have this energy here is talking about, you know, the body language. Do you see how it's very different now? This is the same. There's still the leaking of the energy. But his arms are actually in infinity symbol. So this is saying, like, he might be a little bit off. This energy is still saying maybe this energy is a little bit off focus. But there still is a lot of potential to have this. You have to stay in the game. Don't quit now. Don't lose your focus. Keep going. That's what this energy is saying. Don't have a closed mind. Don't let other people talk you out of what is yours, basically. Stay focused. And this energy, I'm also feeling, like, one thing is that any of the characters in the tarot are actually representing archetypes. So remember that any of these energies can be, they're not gender specific. They can be, like the Queen could be a male in his feminine energy, and the King of Swords could be a female in her masculine energy. And this could be a female in her masculine energy as well. So it's that type of energy. And so this is talking about there's potential here still to have this ultimate fulfillment. You only have one cup to go. Take the cup. Take the cup. Take the opportunity. Don't just sit there. Do something. The universe likes action. So I feel like this person has they are highly favored. She's highly favored to have this ultimate fulfillment, but she can't lose her focus right now. She can't let herself talk herself out of going after what she wants. That makes a lot of sense. Have you noticed there's been a lot of energy like that in the last couple days? I've really noticed that. Like in all the readings, it's kind of like a push and pull energy. And it's like wanting to move forward, but am I confident enough to do it kind of energy. And then we have a shift disturber here. And this is with this sword energy again. And so this is talking about seven of swords. And we don't know what this person's up to, because they're a walking contradiction. I call this the shift disturber because they're always stirring the pot, but why? What's their motive? What's their intention here? He is looking over his shoulder. He's planted these two swords here, but he's moving forward with these 5 swords. And if he's a thief and he's stealing these swords, he's in broad daylight. He's wearing this bright red cap, this bright red shoes, you know, like you can see him from a mile away. So if he's a thief, this would be someone who would be sitting at a desk basically during the day, pushing, I was seeing pushing and pulling, pushing paper. white collar crime type energy. How can you tell if someone's sitting at their desk that they're doing, you know, by looking at them, that they're a thief? You can't. So this would be like counterfeit and forgery and identity theft, white collar crime, that type of energy where they're, you know, they're using their mind to do it. This could also represent stealing intellectual property or possibly some sort of patents or some sort of energy around an invention. He's looking backward, moving forward, not looking where he's going. And look at how he's carrying these swords. Like, who carries swords like that? It just irritates me. Like, this is so dangerous. If he trips, and he very easily could because he's not looking where he's going, he could lose his hands here. Like, these are super sharp. I've never seen anyone carry swords like that. So this is talking like if he's that careless with his own energy, what would he be like with other people's? So that's, yeah, it's iffy energy. And now we have the Magician coming in. Now, is this saying that this energy here has to do with this energy here as well? Trying to cause a distraction here. That type of energy. Now, this could represent someone that's, if this is your energy here, this could represent someone that disappointed you in love. And maybe the whole time they were working for the devil with this King of Swords energy, and there was something fishy in your love life going on. Interesting. So it could have something to do with that. But now I feel like this individual isn't in the picture anymore for sure. Like, not after you found out the truth and you went inward in that. And now we have an energetic upgrade happening. So this is the Magician saying that as above, so below. Ah, and here are all the tools that you need on the bench to create a beautiful garden for yourself. This is talking about an energy of you need to know which tool to use at the right time and how to use it. And if you've ever noticed, if you've had a garden, if you just leave the tools laying around the yard, they don't get up and do it themselves, even if there is magic. This is talking about infinite potential to the power of infinity and beyond. And the Magician is saying, as above, so below. You can bring your thoughts down to matter. You're highly favored to do so. This is sitting on this energy here. And because you conferred with God and you healed this childhood wound energy, and because you opened your mind back up and used your third eye to hang from the tree of knowledge, wow, and because you dealt with the competition, is what's like, you didn't let the competition, you recognize that the competition was you. All you have to do is be the best version you can be of yourself and be even 1% better, and you'll be able to, with an open mind and this new energy from the truth coming in, that you healed this childhood wound, whatever it is. Whatever this is was really holding you back from being able to have confidence in yourself. I feel that's the energy. And that's what the Magician is pointing to. That's the major difference. That's what you got from the truth. And that's what's holding these people back now, because this energy, whatever was going on here, you're not falling for the same old shift anymore. We have, yeah, the Temperance. You've been patient. You've been on your path. And this is saying now, look at, this is galactic and earth angel energy. So again, it's very similar. The right foot in the universal waters. The left foot is on land. And look where this is about being grounded, grounding whatever this is into your life on land. And look at where her foot is touching. There's these beautiful flowers growing. And this is again moving forward in a strong way to stay on your destined path. You have healed whatever this is for sure. And this is really making you more powerful and able to move forward. So this is your path of glory. This is saying you're back on it again. I feel like you keep coming up against obstacles. And I feel like these opportunities here, they may have been meant for you and they were taken up by the competition, but now you realize that you can handle this competition And you're starting to be able to, these are coming in. Now, these 7 cups are like starting to add up for you now as you're going along on this journey. So instead of losing power, you're gaining power. And every time you gain a cup, they lose one. Ah, that's the energy. The wounded warrior. So the wounded warrior, look, you've managed to land 8 of these wands and you're leaning heavy on the 9th. You're tired, but you've managed to take action and stand on your feet. And these wands, you planted the seeds, and look at, they've grown to harvest your fruit. This is, and look at that. So this is talking about, these opportunities that you were able to manifest from some of them, for sure, from 7 of them anyway. There's 7 opportunities here, 7 cups. And you have, you're leaning heavy on the 9th wand now. So you still have this one and one more to go to have ultimate fulfillment. Okay, I get it. And then this is talking, oh, there, look at that. This is talking about ultimate fulfillment in love and ultimate fulfillment in your lifestyle. So it's like hitting the golden buzzer. You get to skip a lot of the, what everybody else has to do, the auditions. You go right to the top of the pyramid here. And this is saying, like, you have the lover, you have the home where you wanted, you have the children that you wanted, you have love for your pets, you have time. This is this 10 of Pentacles is like the ultimate in Pentacles, and 10 of Cups is the ultimate in love. So from the bottom to the top and back down again, if this is your energy, something about this King of Swords, he was tempted, this lawyer energy. I feel like it's either a politician or a lawyer or both, that type of energy. You may have been in a relationship with this King of Swords energy, and then some sort of truth comes out and you're not with them anymore. Or this was the Emperor and he hired this lawyer to either this was the person or the Emperor hired this person. And this is talking about you wanting to have this after the truth come out, you realize, I can have this ultimate love in my life. This can be an energetic upgrade for me. I just need to apply myself. I've been given all the tools that I need. I'm an earth angel. I can do this. This is talking about being at the very top, having like the ultimate in both love and in lifestyle. And this wounded warrior energy is like you've already overcome, like you already have made a decision that you're moving forward. This is happening. This energy, look at, we have the 9 of Cups here. This is, I feel, when you made that decision that you weren't going to let this energy hold you back. And that's when the Magician comes in and says, you can handle this. You have all the tools that you need to be in your infinite potential. And I feel this is when you decided, I'm going to take this cup and I'm going to keep moving forward. And that was after, you've done a lot of inner work. Like you're doing it here, you're doing it here, you're doing it here, you're doing it here. And now that has paid off. Wow. This is taking a lot out of you, but hey, you're still standing. I keep hearing that song. I'm still standing. Better than ever. I can't remember I'm still standing. I can't remember who sings that song, but that's been playing in my head for this. So I feel like there's been a lot of energy wanting you to not succeed to get to the top here, but you have, and you were meant to. This is saying from your child, something that you found out, if this truth hasn't come in, it is coming in. And you will find out something that is going to it's going to be a major reality check. It might be painful to hear, but it is going to give you the courage to move forward, and you're going to go after what you want. Keep going. Don't quit now. Like whatever you do, don't quit now. Like it might feel a lot of times right before we're about to get what we want, that's when we get distracted and we say, okay, I'm not going for it anymore. Keep going. I'm going to clarify this. If you want, if you're leaving the reading here, thank you for your time and energy. Give it a like and comment if you will, please. It helps me build my channel and I really appreciate it. I'm going to clarify with my oracle cards. This is Tales from the Vector, and I have a website, talesfromthevector.com. This oracle is from the Intergalactic Federation of Light, and I started working on this way back in 2007, and in 2020 I'm an artist. I finished all the paintings. I have a website with the paintings in a gallery there. The numbers of the cards here that I'm laying out are the cards that then are the numbers of the paintings as they're listed in my gallery on my website, talesfromthevector.com. And so, whoa, this is pretty wild energy here coming in. Sorry, I got a little distracted by it. So this is talking about the numbers on these cards. I will put them in the description box below, and they represent the order of the paintings as they are in my gallery. Yeah, definitely when this... See, this is like being on a foolish path, because having expectations of the way things were supposed to go. And sometimes when we have expectations, it almost always creates limitations, especially that's when we tend to quit, is when we think, oh, it's supposed to be going this way. It's supposed to be going like this. And it's no, like you don't know how it's supposed to be going. Keep going, keep going. You can anticipate a strong future. When this truth comes in and you find out about this and you're able to heal whatever this is, you'll be able to, it's some sort of information coming in. And I'm getting that you've been sensing it, you know, that kind of energy. The wheel of fortune starts turning in your favor. This is saying that this is God's plan. So the wheel of fortune is 3 wheels turning in synchronicity, and this is talking about you're on God's plan now. So God has you covered. Don't even worry about this energy. God is making sure that you're able to move forward if you put the work in and you don't quit. You've already done most of the work. Look at you're 1.5 wands away, and this is some sort of energy. This is representing some sort of father figure energy. I feel like this emperor and this energy it has something to do with this. And this is saying, this could represent like an uncle, you know, that type of energy. It's not your father, but someone you look up to like a father. And I'm getting the word uncle, turning princes into frogs kind of energy. I feel that this father, this is not about, I don't feel that this is about a love life, a romantic partner. I feel this is about the love you have for this person that's an emperor, and he's not on the up and up. He is, it's almost like he's turning everyone that wants to go out with you into frogs like, you know, instead of you're supposed to kiss the frog and it turns into a prince, he is, every time that you find someone to love and it feels like an energetic upgrade for you, he arranges for that person to disappoint you in some way. I don't know why that would be. There's something about your childhood here. Like sometimes this can represent, maybe you're adopted, and maybe this is has something to do with that. There's something that happened in your childhood, and he knows about it for sure. So we'll keep going. And this is the devil energy coming in again here. So let's cover this and let's see. This is a Capricorn, right on top of this is, the Capricorn energy is also ruled by Saturn as well as the devil. Now I want to explain that when I'm talking about horoscope signs coming in. I'm not talking about individuals here. I'm talking about the energy, the state of being of the sign. Capricorn energy is ruled by Saturn, and the devil energy is also ruled by Saturn, because it's about deep, deep, deep responsibility. Like, are you going to stay, this is ambitious energy, but an emperor is usually someone that is really responsible with their energy, and they can always see the possibilities and the challenges. And instead of being responsible, their ambition has made them want to take these opportunities from you. And the way that they do it is, paying people off or whatever they're doing to cause problems for you in your love life, so that you're always disappointed. Or it could not even be, like, it could be your love life, it could be your family and friends, and your what you love to do or be. Make sure that you're always disappointed, because he wants you to quit, but you keep going and getting God's advice. And so this energy is saying the devil can, this energy here that we were picking up, God has you covered. They can try all they want, but you are a child of God, and you don't need a father figure like this. And every time you get disappointed, you go and talk to God and ask for guidance, and you've done it every step of the way. And it hasn't been easy, and the truth isn't easy, but this is saying this is God's truth, and this is a gift from God, that you will find this out when you're ready to find it out. This is a total energetic upgrade for your energy. This is when you step forward, and this tower causes them now to realize how foolish they were. They weren't fighting with you. They were fighting with God. And the devil never wins when God fights with God. It doesn't happen. So the truth is coming out about this. So this is, they didn't recognize how close you were to God. This is, and look at this, the Lovers coming in here. So this is saying that it could be lovers that they sent in. It could be about your pentacles, your opportunities in business, your opportunities in pentacles. Wow. Like, this person really, what the heck is their problem? And then we've got the Hangman on the Hangman. Yeah, like, look at this. 2 hangmen coming up here. This energy is like talking about every opportunity they get, they try to keep you stuck. And every time they do, you gain a new perspective from the Most High. It's sort of like, this is a weird reading, but I'm kind of, now that I'm understanding what's going on here, this energy is, I feel like this is some sort of relative of yours, someone that is related to you, and that you look up to, that you've always respected, and maybe even gone for mentorship from, and you consider them to be like a father figure, and the whole time, instead of working for you, they've been doing everything in their power to keep you stuck. Why? It doesn't make any sense. We'll keep going. The Virgo energy, and usually this kind of energy, like, this would be someone who's really respected in the community. And I do feel that they've hired people to keep you in this position, and maybe even lovers. Wow. So the Virgo energy is coming in, and this is talking about communication. And I also feel that this energy is someone that you always are trying to please. And so, like, the thing about Virgo energy, this is about communication and communication style. And Virgo is really good at being able to pick out, okay, this is what's wrong, this is what you need to do to change. They're very good at that. But they can sometimes be very critical. So instead of analytical critique, they are, it's anal criticism. And I feel like this person does that to you. Like, they make you feel small. Like, oh, you missed another opportunity, but they were the ones that were doing everything in their power to make you miss it. Like, why is this person why don't you pick on someone your own size? I don't get it. This is Sagittarius energy. So this is talking about you're wanting to expand and they're wanting you to contract. What is the information? Whatever this truth is, has something to do with this figure here for sure. And this is talking about adventure and expansion, and they can try and hold you back and contract your energy all they want. But God is saying that, like, this is coming to an end. This is because as soon as you learn this truth, you're going to be like out of this energy. You're going to be in this energy. And then we have, there's trauma energy coming in. So someone that wants to keep you stuck. And, you know, like, this is like, I don't understand why this would be happening. But generally, if there's this much money involved, you have to understand, like, there's only 10 pentacles in the tarot. And this would be billionaire energy. This is a lot of money. And that would be, I guess, why, you know, follow the money. And it's required a lot of strength and integrity of character for you to stay on this disciplined path. And it's, you've had to, like, really, really, you know, pour your energy into this to be able to get through this, because this is like an unfair playing field. And I feel this has been happening ever since you were young. I can't tell you what this truth is. I don't know. I feel that's a truth for you to figure out, that it's for you from God, and it could be something very personal, and it's not being wanted to be said out here. This is talking about for whoever this reading is for, and it could be for more, you know, like, take what parts of it work for you. But this is saying this is a truth that you need to know, and to keep it to yourself once you know it. Don't tell anyone, just know it for yourself, and then eventually the truth will come out. All right, I do hope you've enjoyed this. Give it a like and comment if you have. It's been a little bit of a weird reading, but I do feel that it's really saying that, you know, things are shifting as we speak right here. And just keep this to yourself until you're at the top of the pyramid, that type of energy. If you have enjoyed this, consider subscribing if you resonate with the energy. I'll have another reading for you again tomorrow. Bye for now. Sorry, little kitty. You were sound asleep.